maybe you've never been to a con before, so you're like, oh, it's fine, I'll just figure it out when I get there. No, you will
No,
not.
you ain't. Ain't no, I'm just gonna figure it out. I'm just gonna. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Collard.
And Curly.
And we are AGA, aka the Anime Gaming Alliance.
And today we are here to talk to you guys about the top 10 things to expect when going to Dreamcon.
Now, mind you, we done went to Dreamcon 3 years in a row. So we
Number
know
three.
a little something. 3 out of the 5, out of the 6, they done had it.
Yeah.
So, number 1, there is going to be some disorganization going on during Dreamcon. Now, mind you, I love RDC and I love Dreamcon. But there's going to be, you're going to experience a little disorganization, especially if you're trying to compare it to other cons. Now,
Absolutely.
they have over the years, each year, they trying something new to try to figure out like how to negate or how to minimize the disorganization as much as possible. But it's still gonna be there. So
absolutely.
So if you go ahead and expect that
yeah,
that is what that is.
And like some of the disorganization that we're talking about is just like, where do I get in line for this? Is this the line for this? There's not necessarily like signs outside that specifically say like get in this line is for that, but they'll have like like you'll go to the hotels and they'll have those little boards that have like the digital stuff on there. That will be on the door, so you can see like, oh, from 2 to 3 this is this panel or whatever. So there is organization, but within the organization is the disorganization.
Yes.
So just, keep an eye out.
A little chaos.
Yeah, just a little foolishness. Number 2 is there's just going to be a lot of people.
Yes,
now,
sir.
Yes, sir. Listen, they've sold out, the last couple of years, and at least the last 2 years, there have been at least 20,000 people there. So, and we're not exaggerating this number. Literally, go look it up.
The
venue holds about 20K. So there's about 20K there. Now, obviously, it's not going to be all 20K people there at one single amount of time or every single day, but you are going to see a large amount of people there on Friday and Saturday. There was still a good amount on Sunday, but it wasn't as much as you saw on the other days. So
like a typical kind, on Sundays, things start to die down, but there's still a lot of people.
A lot of people. Listen, we rolled up on Sunday about what time was about 11 o'clock, and the line to the exhibit hall, was insane.
11 a.m.
It didn't even open till 12. It didn't open till 12, y'all.
Mind you, the exhibit hall open all day.
All day. And I was like, are they giving away something free? Do I need to be in line? Like it made me
the first Thou Wow in getting a free Dreamcon something other. Like what was happening? If y'all know what was happening, leave it in the comments below, because we want to know why people were lining up for the exhibit hall. If you don't know what the exhibit hall is, that's just where people are selling their stuff.
That's it. You can just buy merch, anime merch, gaming merch, artist stuff, like comic books. There's all types of things in there. So we were just like,
what's going on?
What's happening? That was crazy.
It is. And that's leading to point number 3. Their minds is going to be out of control. They going to be long, starting on Thursday.
What? Listen.
Well, Thursday not that bad.
Thursday isn't too bad.
It isn't that bad. But come Friday,
no, Friday was wild, y'all. It was crazy.
We was on our way to breakfast.
Here, listen what she said.
We was on our way to breakfast early in the morning.
Breakfast. 10 a.m.
We're driving to breakfast. We see a bunch of people like at the corner. It looked like they were waiting to cross the street. No, they were in line and we're looking, and the line is just
Just
blocks
wrap,
and blocks and
wrap.
blocks and blocks. This is for them to get into. It's 10 a.m. Don't
10
nothing
a.m.
big starts until 2.
and start till 2. So people were picking up their badges and trying to be in line. They were
Mm-hmm.
trying to do both.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
And that theme
nah.
of they're going to be a line continue is that's just what that is. DreamCon equals a line. Okay. When you go to an event or panel or whatever the case may be, they are already lined up an hour, hour and a half beforehand
Mm-hmm.
so they can get seats.
Yep. Especially if there's going to be content creators there that like,
Mm-hmm.
anything with RDC, Amp House,
AMP,
Bros. Yep.
all
All of
that.
them.
Mm-hmm.
All of them.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a chance that they're going to be there, that line's going to be crazy. Listen,
Right.
we went to the one that had Kev on stage, and it was just supposed to be like a comedy show. Cool, cool, cool. We're like, oh, we'll get there an hour before, and the line probably won't be crazy, bruh. It was already crazy.
It was already
Already.
crazy. And then a volunteer the next day told us, oh, that line wrapped all the way around to back
All
to
the
the
way
beginning.
around. Crazy.
It met
That's
itself.
so crazy.
So
So this
be prepared because we
please.
we see people online
Mhm.
that are shocked and surprised by the lines. We brought somebody with us this year that had never been to a con before, definitely had not been to DreamCon, and they were like, "The fuck." We tried to tell you.
Facts.
You thought
Facts.
we was just being dramatic.
Thought so. Wrong.
Not the case. So be prepared. Wear some comfortable shoes. You finna be standing.
Please. There were so many girls that like they look fire, right? Like they were dressed from head to toe in their cosplay. Love it. But then they was wearing some of them was wearing them heels. Feet was hurting. You could tell because you've been walking. Like we would check our watches. We'd hit like 11K steps, and it's just like, ain't no way.
If you gonna do that, we giving you a bonus right now. If you
Bonus
go
tip.
right, bonus tip. Pause. If you gonna do that, have some backup shoes.
Absolutely.
Some comfortable backup shoes
Mhm.
because unless you that girl, some people
Hey.
just that girl. And
Hey,
I
listen.
salute you. Goodness
Same.
gracious.
I ain't got it.
But if you ain't got it, you know your feet ain't got it. Make sure you bring some shoes.
Which actually leads us into number 4. Plan ahead.
Mm.
Okay. Plan ahead in every way, shape, or form. From shoes to outfits to what you plan on eating to what you're doing for the day. There's so many things to plan ahead for. I know that, maybe you've never been to a con before, so you're like, oh, it's fine, I'll just figure it out when I get there. No, you will
No,
not.
you ain't. Ain't no, I'm just gonna figure it out. I'm just gonna go with the flow. Now, you could do that to a certain point,
Yeah, but it's not.
but it's gonna come to a hard stop real quick because you're gonna start
Oh,
to
yeah.
realize you ain't getting in shit.
Nothing.
You're not
Okay.
getting in a
No.
damn thing.
There were so many people that were commenting in the Discord that like, how do I RSVP? And I'm like, oh baby, that was like 2 weeks ago. It's not
Facts.
happening today.
Facts.
Like, you know what I mean? So I felt bad, but it's like you have to really plan for DreamCon. I mean, I don't know how you want to do other cons, but in particularly DreamCon, you
DreamCon.
have to plan. Like if you've never traveled before, get you somebody that has so that they can break down some of this stuff or even hit us up. We don't mind. Literally, we can help you just kind of talk you through like what needs to be done because when it comes to us scheduling, we would literally the day before, after we've RSVP'd a couple weeks prior, we would sit down the night before and be like, all right, let's look at tomorrow. What do we got?
And what we got, what we're gonna do, how, like, when are the breaks for us to eat or wherever the
Yep.
case may be, because it
Yep.
can get away from you actually. Like
Oh yeah,
you can
for
be in the con doing it because you're gonna be in the line for a long time.
sure.
So you can be in the con and be like, dang, I ain't ate nothing.
Yep.
Stomach growling, you dehydrated, all kind of
Yep.
stuff. It's happening. So please
Yep. Please, please,
plan ahead
please.
for DreamCon, because with other cons, you don't necessarily have to do that. I've been
Right.
to other cons before and I have never had to
Yeah.
necessarily plan anything.
Yeah.
You know, go there, do whatever you want. But DreamCon is a different kind. You
It
do
is.
not expect it to run like a regular con, like your
Please.
Momo cons, your Dragon cons, and stuff like
Nah.
that. That's you got the plan, baby.
Right.
You got the
Exactly.
plan. Which going to tip number 5. Make sure you on their website. You looking at
Please.
them social medias. You in
Every
that
day.
Discord, so you know what the
Mhm.
hell going on. It's like Curly said earlier. And I feel so sorry for these people. These people were showing up to DreamCon like, how do I RSVP? Baby, that happened last week.
Yeah.
They was doing like the RSVP situation was basically like a ticket drop. If you're
It
familiar with the
was.
ticket drop, if you're not even familiar with the ticket drop, that's another reason why you should be on the website. You need to be looking at everything. You got
Mhm.
to be plugged in,
Yep.
because when them ticket drops hit, because this time around they did like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Them tickets going, and they been since we've been
Fast.
going, they go. We were
Fast.
lucky to get our tickets. Like all the people that we've made friends online, like this past couple years or whatever the case may be, none of them were able to go to DreamCon this year. Tear. I really
Sad.
wish they could have went, but
Me
none of them were
too.
able to go because they just couldn't get a ticket.
Mhm.
It's crazy. Like it's crazy. And then like one of them was like, "Oh, I thought I could just go in there and grab me a ticket." Again, DreamCon does not operate like a regular con. No, you not finna
Doesn't.
just get a weekend bash ticket. None of that.
Nope.
That's not what's gonna happen, because they have to account for the space that they're in. They're trying to make sure, because I want y'all to understand. We just told you about them lines. Just imagine if they didn't have like some type of cutoff for these tickets. It-
It would just
we
go forever.
said now we said it was about 20K people there.
Mhm.
It would be more than that. We would be
Might as
in
well
there.
get a football stadium.
Li- they about headed that way. I don't know what other space they can be in. To be honest, they need
Yeah,
an
I'm with you.
enclosed stadium. They about to be. They need like a Beyonce situation. I don't know.
They they need something.
They need something like, and they doing the best they can because it's at a convention center plus a hotel. They taking up 2 buildings,
Yeah.
and
And
it's
they packed.
still and it's packed, and it's packed. So you got to be plugged in. You got to
Absolutely.
be plugged in. Like when we was RSVP, it took 2 people, me and Curly, and 20 minutes to figure out how to RSVP.
It was tough. And
It
they
was
gave
tough.
instructions.
They did.
That's
They
the
gave
bad thing.
screenshots.
Yes, everything. And we were still like, wait, what? And mind you, we're both pretty competent, if I might say so myself. But we were still like, okay, are we good? Like, is this it? Is this how we do it? Is there a
Hmm.
confirmation? Like, there were just so many questions. So, like, it took us a good little while. So, number 6. Listen, y'all. It's hot. It's
It's hot.
hot.
Now,
Okay.
now, go ahead, because
She about to go off, y'all.
I
Listen,
was,
it is in Texas now. Unless they move the location next year,
which I
which
don't think so.
I don't think so. But if they do, cool. Disregard this tip. However, if it is still going to be in Austin, Texas, we got lucky this year. It was kind of raining. It was a
Hmm.
one-off, so it was in the 80s, close to 90s. Fine. The
Last
previous
year we were
years,
dehydrated.
dehydrated is an understatement.
I was
We
eating
probably
pickles. We was drinking Gatorades. We was making sure them hoes was slushy. We putting them in the freezer. We got
facts.
water. We got neck fans
Yeah,
going.
all of it. And listen, if you don't have a neck fan, I know I saw a lot of people with the one that's like you can hold it in your hand and like do
I
this,
saw
which
I saw one lady. She had one that attached to her shirt right here, and she put it
yep,
right
yep,
there.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get that. So get you something. I personally, I sweat a lot on my face. So if you're a girl that wears a lot of makeup, which I don't, but that's just because I don't know how to put it on. But if you're a girl that wears a lot of makeup, I would highly suggest that you have like a neck fan or something. And even if you're not, someone who wears a lot of makeup, or if you're just a guy or whoever,
Whoever.
put something to kind of help you cool off, like
Right.
whether it's a
Cause some of
misting
y'all gonna
fan.
be
Yeah,
in some cosplays. Some of y'all
yeah,
cosplays are like long sleeve. Cause we're saying this because we understand, especially like some people are coming from the north and
yeah.
have never been to the south. So
Hmm.
they don't understand. Like we live in the south. We live in
Yeah,
North
yeah,
Carolina. We live in the south.
yeah.
So we understand heat. Now, Texas heat's still a little different than North Carolina heat.
It's still
But
different, bruh.
we still understand like it's hot in the south. From
Yeah,
people who are up north and y'all have never experienced southern heat, this is definitely for you.
it's different. I'm telling y'all,
It's
it's
different. You
different.
think you know what's about to happen? No, you don't. No, you don't.
It's
It's
like
hot, bro. It's hot.
it's like a wet hair dryer, right? Like it's like humid and hot, and it keeps coming. That's how it feels. So you feel just sticky and hot a lot of the time, and it's like, yes, they do have the air on, but
You know when we
sometimes
get a whole lot of us together,
it'd be a little extra hot.
we gonna do it. We gonna generate some heat, honey.
It's gonna be something. So just be prepared, and if that means like wear looser clothing or lighter clothing so you can cool off. I know some of y'all will be in cosplay, so it is what it is. But if you're not and you're just wearing like regular clothes or anime related clothes, just try to make them cooler,
Mm-hmm.
um, so you don't burn up.
Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and get into that tip number 7 because that's definitely related to tip number 6. Hygiene. We gotta get it together now.
Listen,
Again, I understand some of y'all may not understand what's going on with this the heat in the south, honey. You gonna have to be prepared. Cause
absolutely.
that deodorant, you got to get the strong stuff. They're aluminum free. Forget it. Throw in
Mm-mm.
trash. You can't even
That
bring.
natural,
I got aluminum free deodorant. Did I bring that one? Nope. I all the aluminum.
you need you need all the chemicals to help
That you
you
can get.
stop
Get your
sweating.
hygiene routine together. Look it up.
Listen,
You can go to TikTok. You can go to Instagram. You go on YouTube. You can go so many different places. Listen, type in. I got you. Hygiene routine for the heat or for Texas heat
listen.
or something because it's different, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, and y'all might think, "Oh, I put my deodorant on. That whole gone.
Yeah.
It's gone.
So if y'all staying at the hotel that's connected to the convention center, like, and it's in between panels or something, go up to your room, take a quick shower. Literally,
Something.
like,
Wipe down,
just
bird bath,
go.
whole bath, or
Yes,
how you want to
just
call it.
take a cold shower, whatever you need to do. Like, you need to do something
Something.
because we went to like a VR thing and we was sweating.
Sweating.
Okay, sweating. And I was like, no, I literally feel disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
We went back to the place that we were staying. We did a quick shower, got dressed, and then went to the con. So it
Mm-hmm.
was like we knew that we stank essentially from all that sweat and being outside and nasty, whatever, doing the VR. So it was like, nah, we're not gonna walk around the con smelling crazy. We just not doing
Mm-mm.
that. So like,
Mm-mm.
just have enough, I guess, awareness of your own body.
Yeah, of your
Um,
own body. How does your body operate? Does your body need the extra strong something other? So I give y'all an example. I got 2 different soaps. I got the Gold Bar. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The Gold Bar Dow soap, antibacterial.
need that.
I'll wash it with that first. Got to get it off because funk and stuff is coming from bacteria. Got to do it. Then you can do your little smell good, whatever someone saw.
Yeah,
I just use Dove soap. But but if you boom, 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 boom.
pretty
Make sure you
much.
slide that deodorant on.
Please,
Not one swipe, couple.
couple.
You might have to lift up some stuff. Get in between some creases and some crevices. Don't look like that. My grandma, let me tell you what my grandma used to do. She used to lift that boob up, put it right under there.
Yeah, coconut oil works for that too. Just FYI.
However you need to do it. You need to
Hmm?
put some powder on. However you need to do it. You need to, again, you need to know your body and what
Yeah,
works for your body. You got a year
what
from
works
now
for you?
to figure
Yeah,
it out.
exactly. And that goes for any con. Don't just for Dreamcon because
Any
we're just giving out. That's a general tip for everybody.
general, that's a life tip.
Facts.
That's a life tip. That's not a con tip. That's a life tip. But we smelled a few things.
Yeah.
We was at a comedy show. A couple of them, the couple of the
Yeah.
comedians pointed out that they smelled a few things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Awesome.
saying? Like, and people so nice, they not gonna come to your face and be like, "Hey, bro,
Yeah.
you stink." It's gonna
Right.
be
Right.
like a
Right.
general. It may be a general statement of somebody funky, bruh.
You
Somebody
just hope it ain't you.
musty. You know how we
Yeah.
do. We'll get loud with
Yeah.
it too.
Right. 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 Right.
Which one of y'all stink? You know, we don't.
Next tip, number 8. Decide who you going with. Are you going with a group of some friends? Are you going by yourself? Because pretty much you might have two different trips essentially depending on who you go with or if you go alone. If you're going with a group, make sure you coordinate it and have a backup plan if that group cannot come. DreamCon is very similar to some of the other cons where, pretty much if you buy a ticket for 3 other people, you have to be the one present when they pick up their badge because it's
Mm-hmm.
under that person's name. So,
And they scanning and they looking at ID, all that.
so if you're just like, oh, so and so got sick, sorry, so and so just is out of their ticket, out of their money. So it's kind of like you have to be the one if you're buying the tickets for everybody or putting it under your name, then you kind of have to be that person that's going to be there and coordinate everything. So if you don't want to do that, buy your individual ticket, but just know that if your group for whatever reason can't make it or can't come, that could just impact, what you do or where some of the other things that you may decide to do, like
You
where you're
do.
staying,
Yeah.
what activities you do, that type of thing. So just plan, I guess that's another part of planning ahead, but just decide like if you are going to go with a group of friends or whatever. If you are going alone, my suggestion would be to try to start making some friends prior to the con. DreamCon has like their own Discord, which we've mentioned, but like hop in there. They have a bunch of channels, and you can start making friends before you go and plan to meet up with them when you get there. So that way you have some like-minded people. Or if you don't want to do that and you're just kind of like, no, I'm chilling, you'll probably meet somebody when you're standing in line that will start talking to you. Everyone there
Yep.
is honestly really, really friendly. So I'm a pretty shy person and I'm very introverted. So like when I go to places that have a bunch of people, I'm kind of like, ooh, I don't really want to talk to anybody. But at DreamCon, I don't really feel that way, especially when I'm just standing in line. Like random people just start talking to you, or if you're sitting down, somebody will just turn around or beside you and be like, "That's crazy!" Da-da-da-da-da. I'll be like,
Yeah.
"For real."
Whole
So like,
conversation.
yeah, like, I mean, I guess this isn't like a super friendly thing, but we were going up the escalator, and it's all us folks there, and the escalator started like making a sound and skipping, and we all was like, we all
We all looking at each other like, what's going on? Hey, what's the plan of action?
right, and we was all like, nah, we was about to be out, like. So it was just like a nice moment where it was just like you have confirmation that you're around like-minded people, you're around
Mm-hmm.
people who like the same things that you do. So just embrace that community because they're embracing you. So if you feel like, oh no, I'm going by myself, don't feel like that. Because when you get there, I'm sure you can find someone. I mean, hey, you can hit us up and we'll say hi and we'll
Hi,
hang
yeah.
out. Like, yeah, so just do your best and have a good time.
And shameless plug, I did make a TikTok. We have a TikTok. I made a TikTok for giving tips for people who are going to DreamCon alone. We will put that in the description below. So give you a few tips. All right. So tip number 9, do your research. This is leading into all the stuff we kind of been talking about. But when we say do your research, your transportation, how you getting from to and fro. Now,
Mhm.
if you're in the hotel, it's a little bit easier to get around because you kind of could just walk. Like you could just walk to the convention. You could just walk to like the eating situations there. But what if you don't want to eat there and you
Because
want
of
to eat
time,
somewhere else?
right?
Are you taking an Uber? Are you on scooters? Are you going to walk? Again, where are you eating? Because we everywhere. Let me tell you
Mhm.
something. Everywhere you go over there to go get something to eat, you gonna see people with the badge. I'm talking about we
Mhm.
packing places out. We went to one restaurant. I was trying to get these chicken wings, y'all, because I had them last year. They were real good. Why did I get there and they said we don't have no more chicken wings? We have never experienced this because all the Dreamcon folk came up in there and ate all the dang gone chicken wings.
It was like 3 in the afternoon too, so it was like,
3.
how did y'all do this?
Y'all don't clean out a whole restaurant they chicken wings at 3 p.m.
3 p.m. is crazy. And mind you, those chicken wings are an appetizer. I just
Right. They're not even the entree. It's an
they
appetizer.
entree. They appetizer, but I know some of y'all was ordering that as an entree.
I mean, I was into hell.
I was about to too.
Yo.
That's why I
So,
didn't have
be
none.
planning, have your plan A, plan B. And also, again, it's going back to you got the plan ahead. Do your research on what you're going to do
Mm-hmm.
with your days and all this other stuff. Because
Absolutely.
you, don't want to waste your time in no shape, way, or form. So I
Nope.
have like plan A, plan B, possibly plan C
Yep.
in case certain
And
things don't work out. Because we already know y'all want to go to the big events. Y'all want to go to the one with the
yep.
RDC and the All Stars and all this other stuff.
Yep.
Baby, that may not happen. Don't be upset.
Might not. Yeah.
Don't be upset. It just wasn't your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Just wasn't your time. Because you
But
weren't in line 3 hours before, I'm gonna tell you. But
that's fact.
but just make sure you have something else you can do and how you're
Yeah,
going to do it, how much money you possibly need, because you don't want to be stuck out there and you ain't got no money.
that's facts.
Yeah,
Um,
so yeah.
I will say also when it comes to like the food in particular, decide if you're going to eat inside the con or outside the con. And the reason
Yes.
is they will not let you bring food inside the convention center.
No,
The
they taking it.
Hilton, yeah, the Hilton is different because it's a hotel, so they can't tell you like there's no one in there saying like you can't have food, right? But if you go into the convention center, you have snacks, you have food left over that you had from the hotel, they're not going to let you bring it in.
Mm-mm.
So if you're hungry, they have food in the convention center, but it is overpriced.
No, you finna pay an arm and a leg and a piece of kidney for
All
that
of it.
food. How much you
Because
pay for them
listen,
sodas?
I was just about to talk about that. Listen,
Cause
I got 2 Arizona iced teas, or they were
and a
Fruit Punch,
Sprite.
and a Sprite. $10.
How much?
I let it go for about $40.
$40.
Now y'all
10.
know dang well Arizona iced tea ain't no more than 2.
It was 4 each.
Huh? Wait,
Each.
you pay $4 for Arizona iced tea?
And it wasn't even the tall boys. It was the plastic ones.
See what I'm talking
Heat,
about?
heated. And I
Make
was like,
sure you
oh, nah,
got your
bro.
money together.
But I had to. We were so thirsty.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, y'all hear that price, right?
You don't want them problems, bro.
You better have your money
Get
together. You're
you.
gonna starve.
I mean, yeah. I mean, unless you don't mind paying, whatever amount of money for the stuff, because we didn't eat in the con.
No.
The only thing I bought inside the con, food or drink wise, was those
Wisdom.
drinks.
So
Everything else, we stopped at the local Target. We got some Gatorades. We got gallons of water.
we was at
We
Airbnb though, so
Yeah,
we
did
got
hit
a we
it.
got a kitchen set up. So we can do
But that's
stuff like
different.
that. But again, that's come with the research and how you want stuff to go,
Yep.
because sometimes in these hotels they be having a little baby mini fridge or
Yeah.
nothing at all, or sometimes they don't have
Yeah.
the microwave to reheat your food if you ain't eat it
Right.
all this other stuff. Now we ain't trying to have no problem, so we did what we did.
No.
But yeah,
Yeah. Right. You don't have to be like us if you want to do it on the like cheaper side. Obviously, there's more options, but that's why, we're telling you do your research, figure out, okay, how long is it going to take me to get from here to here? Do I need to be in line at this time? If so, the event is this long. Okay, I can eat between here and here. I'm just going to eat in the convention. Like, just make sure you do your research on where you're going to eat, where you're going to go, what you're doing with your money, because otherwise you're going to end up spending money you didn't have, or telling somebody else like, hey, listen, you got $1 or something because I ain't got it. Like, so just
not you begging.
listen,
Let me
just
be
be
quiet.
proactive. Be proactive. Number 10. Number 10. I want y'all to hear me when I say this, okay? Please do not expect, I'm saying it one more time. Do not expect these big content creators, aka RDC, Amp House, some bros, Burleasy. Don't expect them just to be walking around the con like you. Please and thank you. Because
If
guess
you
what?
catch them, it's a rare jewel. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
Like
Yeah. They walking through.
Yeah, they walking through that. Like, what was it last year or the year before? We called Desmond from RDC.
Mm-hmm.
We just so happened to catch him outside.
Yeah.
Like, he's pulling stuff out of the trunk. We didn't see him no more.
Yeah.
Or we so
That was
happened to
it.
see Joe, from Some
Mm-hmm.
Bros.
Yep.
We just so he was just walk, and I'm talking about he just walking by. Oh, he was trying to get somewhere.
Yep.
And we believe he was lost. He looked real lost, like he went somewhere and he wasn't supposed to be.
Probably. If that's
Know
your
that they
expectation.
be if that is your expectation, if that's like your whole reason of going, you might set yourself up for disappointment because it's a possibility you're not going to see them. It may be a high possibility. Again, we've been there for 3 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
We've only seen like 2, maybe 3. You may not run into them. It's big. It's packed. They got stuff they doing. Like, they got to set up
Yep.
for this event. Some of them are on panels. Some of them are doing
Yep.
meet and greets and stuff like that.
Yep.
You may meet them at a meet and greet, maybe.
That's what I was going to say. Sign up for the meet and greets if you want to see them in person and talk to them or whatever. Do that instead. So at least, like, if you RSVP and you're in line, you have a higher probability of actually seeing them and talking to them, versus just like, oh, I'm just going to go to the con. They're just going to be there. And it's like, probably
they
not going to be
there,
there.
but you may not run into them.
Yeah.
It's a big
Yeah.
space. It's a lot of things going on.
Mm-hmm.
You may not just be in the same area as them.
Yeah, exactly. Because we went to the Mortal Kombat like top 4, and Leland popped up, and he was just popped up. He wasn't on the thing to be there. He just all of a sudden showed up and started helping the announcers and talk about the game and stuff like that. And that was pretty cool. But he didn't stay to like talk to anybody. He had to go do, I think, like closing ceremony or
something like that. Yeah.
So it's just different expectations. So we just wanted to warn you in case that's what you were thinking
We
is
wanted
gonna happen.
we wanted to give you some realistic expectations. It's what we really wanted to give you. So again, before you buy your ticket and all that other stuff, because that ticket drop probably gonna be like next week. But before I hope it's not. I ain't got it. I'm gonna have to catch the next one.
I'm about to say we recovering.
Yeah, facts. But because damn, it's rent times. Anyway, let me shut up. So, but we wanted to, so before you spend your money and stuff like that, thinking like it's guaranteed that you're going to meet these people. No, it's not. What can be guaranteed is you meeting content creators in general and not necessarily big ones. People that are on your level, maybe below or something like that. That's like the main thing, right? That's the main thing though. You there to make connections with other people, but you guys to help each other out, get ideas from and stuff like that. It was something so cute. I just love nerdy guys because nerdy guys just got a different set of standards sometimes. We was sitting waiting at a panel because again you gotta be there early. We was waiting on a panel, and it was like a group of guys like in the front, and they're all of a sudden they just start talking, and they just start talking about their setups, about their streaming setups, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm using a laptop. Yeah, I be having problems with my. Yeah, me too. Da 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 da. Can't wait till I get my PC. Here comes somebody. Oh, I got a PC. This is my setup. This is where I got this from, and this, that, and the third." They exchanging information. It was so cute to see, but they're making that connection.
Yeah.
They're making that connection, and they're helping each other out about their streaming setups and what is working and what's going on and why is this happening and stuff like that, troubleshooting with each other. So that's what you're really there for.
Yeah. I mean, if that's what you want,
Mm-hmm.
if that's what you want, if you want to make connections with people in the same community, then it is the perfect place to do that.
Definitely
Again,
is.
if you're going for the other reason, you're going to have to increase your chances by signing up for meet and greets, getting
Mm-hmm.
in lines early, possibly even going to,
RSVPing for
yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
the after parties.
The
I've heard that they're
premium
there.
badge.
Yeah. If they're going to have that next year, we don't know. So,
Probably.
there, but it might be different.
We don't know.
It we just want to make sure that everybody has a good time, and really just enjoys themselves.
Mm-hmm.
We had a good time, but we went in knowing what we wanted to get out of this Dreamcon,
Mm-hmm.
and we just wanted to share some of the things that we learned with you guys.
Yep. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. Yeah. Y'all have a good day. Peace.
Angie, your